The chairman of the National Peace Council, Professor Emmanuel Asante, says he's confident the two major parties will agree to fashion out the terms of engagement to deal with the threat of party militia. Professor Asante wants the two parties to unite with a common determination to disband their militia groups. He also says the National Peace Council has been invited to submit comments on the Vigilantism and Related Offences Bill. He believes the bill will provide mandatory prohibition of the vigilantism in all forms, whilst the dialogue with the parties would voluntarily disband the groups.
To our people to live up to the values and aspirations that propelled our forebears to fight for the freedoms that we currently enjoy and probably even take for granted. We are known to be a country that respects the rule of law and the fundamental freedoms clearly spelled out in our Constitution. We aspire to have a nation that is committed to making our freedoms meaningful by dismantling all barriers to peace, equality, and socio-economic deprivation. Our political leadership, especially the NPP and the NDC, have a responsibility to contribute to the fulfillment of this aspiration. Vigilantism, no matter what definitions we give, no matter its apparent appeal, is an affront to the people of Ghana. A reprehensible stigma on our flourishing democracy, a poor example to the younger generations, and a betrayal of those who have sacrificed their resources and even lives to place Ghana on the world map as a beacon of peace and hope. The National Peace Council is confident that the leadership of the NPP and the NDC, who have enjoyed the trust of our people to rule since the beginning of the fourth.
That's the the Peace Council chairman there. My colleague, Kwesi Parker-Wilson, is monitoring events at the ongoing talks between the two parties and the Peace Council. He joins me now on the phone with more. Hello, Parker. What can you report from today's talks?
Hello, Gifty. Come again?
What can you report at the moment?
Yeah, so Gifty, my source in the meeting tells me that in just about 30 minutes, they will conclude on the terms of engagement as far as the disbandment of party militia is concerned. Actually, from where I'm sitting, I can see officials of the National Peace Council rushing in and out to draft a communique that would be released by the National Peace Council. Now, with the communique, I do understand that the political parties in the meeting would have to agree on every word that is contained in the communique before it's released. So that is exactly what they are doing. Now, if you talk about the meeting in itself, well, the sources in the meeting tells me that the NDC is still maintaining its position on the fact that they need a wider or a broader stakeholder engagement. Now, this includes the police service, the UN, even market women, according to a source in the meeting, that the NDC is insisting that the National Peace Council alone cannot spearhead that process, and that they will need other stakeholders to involve in the process to disband their militia group. But the NPP on the other side is still maintaining that the National Peace Council alone can't do that. So what has been the conversation going on in the meeting? And as far as I'm concerned, within the next 30 minutes, you're going to get the communique from the National Peace Council, and we will let our viewers know what has been the decision taken at those meetings. But the point is that the two parties, in the beginning or at the beginning of those meetings, reiterated their commitment to ensure that they disband their groups. And those include the chairman of the NPP, that is Fred Blade, and also the chairman of the NDC, Samuel Ofosuampopo, saying that they agree that indeed these young men are causing a lot of mayhem and havoc in the country. There seems to be a bit of turbulence in the country, and that they agree that they need to disband it. But the question has been how to disband it. And so at the end of this meeting, we are all accepting that they are able to fashion out a modality to disband their militia. So as I mentioned, in the next 30 minutes, we'll be expecting a communique from the National Peace Council, and the chair of the National Peace Council, Reverend Imam Lasanti, will be addressing the media. I will let our viewers know.
The devil is always in the detail, Parker. In 30 minutes, I believe that we'll still be here to get the information that's contained in that very crucial communique. Kwesi Parker Wilson there monitoring the meeting ongoing. The two major political parties in the National Peace Council will get to know what's in that communique in 30 minutes or perhaps less.